Welcome to Yoga for Balance. Today we'll be working on core strength and balance. I want you to focus on your drishti today, so you'll be hearing that word today, which means just kind of finding a focus. So whenever we're doing our balance, I want you to find a little focal point somewhere in the room or wherever you're at, and just kind of stare at that one spot. Kind of imagine a little image between your two eyebrows as you balance. So we're gonna start with a little breath here. Inhale, exhale. And balance isn't just about being on one leg or being in one spot. It's really about focusing internally into your body. Exhale and release. So we're actually gonna start in a little boat pose here, warming up through our core. So everything in balance requires strength in our core. So that's the abs, low back, hips. And we're gonna start a little boat pose here. So belly button in, arms at your side. And we're just gonna start by lifting those feet up. Good, now if you'd like, you can always modify to one at a time. Let's do 5 more. And again, this is just our warm up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try to hold it up. So we're gonna hold it here. If you'd like, you can extend those legs a little bit more. If you want, and you wanna just keep those feet down, this is fine. You shouldn't feel this in your back. Everything is tucked in nice and tight. So take a breath, and if you'd like. So notice how we're already working with that balance. We're balancing right in the center of the body. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, just opening up the legs and closing them up. 1 more, warming up those legs. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Let's slowly lower. Take your time, strengthening that midsection. Take your time. Exhale, reach those arms, extend those legs. Big stretch both directions. Just lengthen everything up. Again, just letting everything go. Inhale, release. Let's go ahead and flip it over onto our bellies and stretching and lengthening through our back here. So we want to stretch and warm up here. So let's hold it with our arms. We're going to just look straight down and just very lightly lift those legs up and then down. So let's strengthen that lower back and glutes. Lift up and down, up and down, up and down. And if you're hearing a little whining, that's just my dog. She wants to do some yoga with us. So she's over there whining. 2, but she's camera shy sometimes. 1 more. Let's hold it up, hold it. Bring those arms open. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So make sure your shoulders aren't in your ears. Take a breath as you lift up. Exhale, slowly lower. And if you want to rest your head one direction, you can. Let's lift up again. Look the other direction when we drop down, and then slowly drop down. Lift it again. Just looking straight. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Exhale and rest that head. 1 more time, lifting up. Squeeze and release. Exhale, let your head fall the other direction. Take a breath. And let's lift those arms right at your shoulders. Push yourself up into a tabletop. So we're gonna put those knees underneath our hips and just go into a little cat-cow, stretching out that back. Open up all the way down that spine and then arching the back. Elbows point towards those knees. Extend your chest forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, let's go for 1 more cat-cow here. You should be nice and warmed up and extend. Slowly release and shake it out. Excellent. We're gonna bring those knees just a tiny bit closer together and still working on our balance through this whole practice. We're gonna extend 1 leg. Now maybe this is enough for you. I want you to make sure that your weight is evenly distributed. Now the left leg is back or up, and then we're gonna bring the right arm out. Squeeze that bicep to your ear, extend your heel as far away from you as possible, really lengthening. Now watch that back. Let's make sure that everything is tucked in. Let's release and shake it out. Switching to the other side, extend that leg straight out. Other arm reaches. Good. Good. Now, if you want, you can just have one leg or maybe just one arm. I want you to listen to your body and see how you feel. And you may notice you'll progress as you go. Hand down, or maybe you get fatigued. Opening up the knees or keep your knees together. Whatever feels better for your hips. We're going to extend into a child's pose. Now, in child's pose, you can have your arms out or behind you, whatever feels better for you, or maybe just under your forehead. And this is just a resting pose for a moment. Inhale, bring it up. We're gonna do one more of that bird dog. So let's bring those legs straight out. Left leg extends, right arm comes in. Now strengthening through that core, we're gonna round that back. So imagine pushing that belly button into the sky and then rounding, really touching that elbow and knee together as close as you can. Feel free to tuck your chin in a little bit, create some tension, and then extend. Now just look to the front, keep going. We're gonna do 4 of these total. And 3, little bit of a pause, creating movement and balance. 1 more, hold it and extend. Drop it down. Excellent. Now if you need to go into a child's pose before we go to the other side, you're welcome to do so. If not, we're gonna hold it right here. Extend that arm straight out. Now if you ever wanna challenge yourself even deeper in your balance, maybe this one's a little easier for you, maybe it's not, but try doing this with your eyes closed. It instantly changes your perception. Last one, hold it out, hold it, flex that foot, hand comes down, slowly release. Let's stretch one more time before we move into the next balance. Extend it. Remember, you have options for those arms and your knees. Feeling that stretch of the feet, which we're going to use later in our standing balance. Exhale and release. So let's go ahead, take those arms, extend them, curl your toes, lift yourself into a little downward dog, pedal your heels. Good. So now we're just stretching the back of the knee, the back of the thigh, just kind of getting ready here. And we're going to actually do a balance from this position. So you might want to open your feet just a tiny bit for balance. And take a breath and just lift one hand up. And then lift the other hand up. So we're strengthening through the shoulders. Try not to shift your weight. So if you feel yourself leaning over, I want you to really focus on putting the weight into those feet and the one palm. Let's hold it. Take a breath. All right, so let's challenge this. I want you to really plant that right foot into your mat and your left hand into the mat. And we're going to lift our right hand and our left foot. Woo! Slowly release it. Plant that left foot in. Excellent. Right leg lifts up. Now I just broke my ankle 8 months ago, so my balance is off on my left leg, but I'm really gonna try. Some movements are easier than others. Doesn't mean it's easy, just means I gotta really focus. Let's try that one more time. So weight on your right, your left leg lifts up. Left hand lifts up. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Hold it and release. Shoulders are warm. Let's balance on the left leg. Right leg comes up gently. Left arm comes up. It's not supposed to be easy. It's okay if you tip over, fall over a little bit. You're nice and grounded. Take a breath. Inhale, walk your feet to your hands, please, and hold that forward fold. Just shake your arms out. Nice and warm. Take a breath, grab your elbows, sink those elbows toward your feet. Feel your head wiggle. Let that gravity just pull your spine down. Soften your knees, stretch out your back. Feel free to release the arms. We're gonna ragdoll ourselves into a standing position. We're gonna work on some standing balance here. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, just hold your extended mountain pose here. So we're just gonna hold it. And just this is balance, right? We're working on our posture. All right, so I want you to really think about your body in a nice, long, standing column. You are that powerful mountain. And then place those hands in heart center. I want you to really plant those feet into your mat. We're gonna work on tree pose next. So, a tree, just like a trunk, right, is our leg and then coming up. So we want to make sure that we're not leaning forward, right? A tree wouldn't be falling forward, right? So it might fall over as well. So we're going to take one leg out. I'm going to do my good leg first. You can choose. If you need to hold on to something, you can hold on to something. So we're going to take that leg out, and I want you to really think of that post, that tree, right? Or that tree trunk. And we're going to take that string or that root, and we're going to pull it right from the heel into the hip, into the chest. We want to keep that chest nice and tall. Hands and heart center. Now remember that drishti we were talking about. Find that balance and find it by just staring at one point. Maybe it's somewhere on your screen. We're going to lift this leg up. So tree pose can be here, just so you know. It could be here. It could be on your calf. Or maybe you want to try, some days I got it, some days I don't. Let's see if I have it today. And then up. Also depends how slippery your pants are. Hold it here. So we want to point that knee out. Open up the hips. Find that drishti. Take a breath. And if you're ready, you can grow your branches. You can have your fingers nice and wide. I like a little peace sign, or maybe a little concentration by touching your fingers together. Take a breath. And then coming out of it, whenever you're ready, oh, sometimes it's not as pretty. Put that foot out, shake everything up. Now this is the side that I have a lot harder time, so I may modify. Hold it here, same thing. Find that root, really lift that body up. Either way, I want you to stare at your drishti, open up that chest, and even focus between the forehead. So here we go. Remember, this can be your tree, this could be your tree, or if you want to try, I'm going to stay here for today, and just by me being on one foot is a challenge for me. And so as long as you're working your level and you're working hard and trying, that's all that matters. You're getting stronger. Remember, balance is about your internal strength as well. Whenever you're ready, you can come out of it, open the foot, and shake it out. So we're going to open up through the hips on this next one. I have some blocks here. So if you want to use blocks, you can, and I'm going to show you with the blocks too. I'm going to go at a slight angle so you can see the change in the back. We're going to go into a little figure four. So I'm going to do my good leg first, and you do whichever side you choose. So let's take one leg, and we're going to figure four. And again, you want to stare right at that drishti as we sit into our figure four here. Open up those hips. Now first, notice the back is kind of high, chest is up, take a breath. You can place your hands by your ears, that helps with your balance. Definitely helps me right where your equilibrium is. Now notice we're gonna come down here, round to the back. So wonderful stretch right through those glutes and piriformis. And if you just rest here, feel that stretch go into your back. Now is this balance? Yes, we're still strengthening through that single leg, but are we holding on? That's okay. Now to come up from this is a little harder. I want you to look and find your drishti first, and then come up. And then slowly come on up. You can lift that knee up, kind of change where those hips are, shake it up. We're gonna do the other side. So I may fall over, it's okay. This means I'm trying. All right, so we're gonna do the other leg. Take a breath, I'm gonna stare right out into yonder. And then lift up. So we want to start with that chest up nice and tall. See how this works out for me. Place your hands by your ears or in heart center. Slowly come down. Each day we different. Some days you've got the balance, some days maybe you're off, and that could be for multiple reasons. Maybe you're dehydrated, maybe you're stressed. So with that being said, just take a slow, deep breath. Sometimes we just need to refocus. Look at your drishti first. Hands come to heart center. Slowly come up. Bring that knee up. Exhale, shake it out. Excellent. Let's do one more standing one. So again, I'm going to go at a slight angle so you can see how the back is, but it's important that it's not necessarily about the hamstrings here. This is about lifting that chest up and lengthening. So we're going to start with our peace sign fingers, and we're gonna go ahead and place them right in our toes. Now, if you're not able to reach, that's okay. Just grab your ankle or even the outside, and you're gonna go here instead, maybe just under. What we're gonna do is keep that knee close inside the body, all right? And then slowly extend the leg. Now, we're gonna keep our chest up. If you feel like you have to round to get that leg, this is not where we wanna be because we don't wanna round that back. So if your leg only goes out to here, that's fine. What we're doing is working on the strength through the glutes. And if you'd like, you can open that leg out. Let me show you this direction if you're ready. So that leg's gonna open out if you're already there and you're like, let's get this going. So hold it here. We extend, and then if you wanna open that leg off to the side, you can. I did it too fast, I need to focus. So when you're ready, if you're already there and you're ready to come out of it, you're welcome to do so. And then slowly come out of it however you need to. So my balance is a little off today, that's okay. Like I said, every day is different. And I'm still working on my balance. Just from an injury on one side, sometimes the other side is off too. All right, so let's do the other side. This one, we'll see how it goes for me, but I want you guys to work at your level. So let's go ahead and lengthen up. Use your peace sign fingers. Stare at your drishti. So honestly, it's the first time I've been able to do this one, just this. So for me, this is success. And then open, oh, this is my bad leg. And shake it out. Whenever you're ready, feel free to stay in that. You're welcome to press pause and work on that as much as you want. This is your practice. Big inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, take it down to a forward fold. We're gonna do one more standing one, and this is more just to strengthen through the calves. Inhale halfway up just to stretch. Drop it down, round and roll up. And we're gonna go into a chair pose. So arms up at the ears. If you need them at your hands for shoulder issues, that's fine, stay right here. Let's find a drishti right here. Lift your heels up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Notice right here, this is balance. What we're gonna do from here is keep the heels up. If they fall down, no big deal. We're gonna squeeze and stand. Squeeze, 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 stand, squeeze. If your heels come up, keep them up. They go down. Now stay with those heels up if you can. Sit back down into your chair pose. So notice the balance is a little bit different. Each one is strengthening something through our calves, our feet. Again, focus, almost there, hang in there. Lift it up. Try not to drop those heels. Oh, exhale, sit down, keep those heels up if you can. Arms at your ears, strengthen that back. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs. And then hold your chair pose. Hold it, you can do it. Hold it, keep those heels up. Breathe, 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 breathe. 4, 3, 2. Keep your chair pose, drop your heels. Inhale, hands to heart center, slowly drop down to your forward fold. Hold that forward fold. I'm just gonna turn this way so that you can see the hinge in the hip. Let your arms dangle, feel free to wiggle anything that needs to wiggle. Now there's a ton of different balances that we can do. There's arm balances. But today we're just focusing on some of those standing ones and a little bit of core. Exhale, release. Go ahead and cross those feet. Drop down into a seat. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and just go into a comfortable seat. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale. You guys did amazing today. Thank you for joining me. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale. One more time, big breath in. Reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale and release. Good, take those arms off to the side. Just take it ear to shoulder, just a slight stretch. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. Working on your balance. At the end of this video, you will see a link that you can click on for a full-length members only video please feel free to click on it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. The badass in me honors the badass in you. Namaste.